There's a Shambali Monastery band to round out those bands for Blast Off Buds. Again, oops, I hit the wrong. I'm so used to baiting out Hollywood, I just instinctively hit the Hollywood button. That is, in fact, not our ban. For, like, the first time ever, we get King's Row banned out here by Zenith. I mean, that goes to show you how often Hollywood is banned out. Hollywood's the most banned out map of Season 3. At least here on stream. And I just instinctively went in and just hit Hollywood. Just like that was, that's the only hybrid map that gets banned out. Lineups have been finalized. Let's take a look at your map pool here for today while I accept this game invite. Make sure nobody's waiting on my dumbass. In fact, they were. Hey, they are ready to go. Oasis. Oasis? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, Oasis. Hollywood. East Esperanza, New York City, and Watchpoint, Gibraltar. Here to round out your 5 maps here today. Okay, so we are getting Gorilla in from that original lineup that we saw. We will still have Victory and Vice in the DPS role. Let's get into map 1. It's time for your week 5 Wednesday NA expert matchup here between EXN and Zenith, Extinction Zenith, and Blast Off Buds. Dust showing us the Junker Queen. Fidel showing us the Orisa. This has been the 2 most commonly picked tanks we have seen since that patch that came through last week. Both teams race for the high ground. Both teams right up in the Juno in the break here, so not getting any kind of carry variation or anything else here for this opening sub-map. Pretty common. You need the break for these hallways. Otherwise, the Genji can easily kind of get in and underneath your defense and your squishies. That's a great knife out of Dust. So I got to pursue that and find Okaniri right out of the gate. What an opener there. And that's, you see the power of the Junker Queen. Being able to kind of control the battlefield and just yoinking Okaniri off of that high ground. I'm going to stumble over Okaniri all night long, aren't I? I'm just going to go with Oken. We're just going to go with Oken from here on in, all right? That's just too many syllables. Oken it is. Good headshot. We'll get the deflect out of Vice and kind of forces everybody to back up a little bit. Zenith, I think, thought about taking the high ground, but just speedering in. It's just going to be a battle over the point. Try to run into the back, but ASD gets picked off. Gorilla there holding the fort on the back line. And they will send Zenith packing. Another good fight coming out for Blast Off Buds here as they continue to build percentage. Both starting to come online. Zenith make their way onto this objective. It's going to be the orbital ray out here from Blast Off first. Vice in with the Dragon Blade. Victory's already picked off, and Vice having to just run all the way out of the fight. While the Rampage will pick up 2, but Oken's found 2 in the back of the row, making 3. As Oken starting to warm up, hit the shots. Throwing the flashbang to avoid the deflect up in the air, and that's kill number 4. Oken will get this point flipped over and in control of Zenith. Great fight there out of the Cassidy. Bit of the showdown of the OK Corral here from Victory and Oken, both with those Deadeyes on board and ready to go. It's the only ultimate here for Blast Off as they try to push back into this thing. AST immediately moving on to Victory with that blade. Gonna jump the fence. Oop, didn't like what else they saw. Should be enough. I mean, it does force the disengage out of Blast Off Buds as they're gonna sit back and wait for Victory to respawn. Woo. That spear, like, look at that spear kind of magnetically deflected into dust. They body blocked that to prevent it from canceling the Deadeye. Works out pretty well. Victory's able to start the charge, and they snowball that into a fight win. A flawless fight win at that. No casualties here from Blast Off Buds. They grab control at 72%. Both orbital rays online, ready to go. Dust cuts through the Deadeye as the space lasers come down. Rally popped, hidden from Zenith, but is it enough to deal with the Blade of Ice? Victory is going to take down AST with their ultimate. Looks like the Dragon Maid might have just been a bit of a red herring. Still 4 strong. Zenith are backing up to this point. The rally from Mace has faded. And trying to find safety, but the pursuit is on. Here's the fast-paced Junker Queen composition. Is able to give the chase down, pick up the kills, and this is going to be his first sub-map going in favor of Blast Off Buds. Victory with a nice little 3-piece there to cap it off. Is it just me or all Blast Off in like red or pink skins? Hold on, I gotta say this. Immediate skin check. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's get a fit check here. Okay, not that there's a Rain skin for Juno. Rain, Spark, Rain. Kind of. Yeah, they're all just kind of like rocking the red theme. For sure. I love it. You know, when you look like a team, you feel like a team. Blast Off Buds, the team work impeccable there in the first sub-map. Still Oaken able to land quite a few shots on their own right, and it's high ground here up in this pair of windows to start things off for Zenith. Vice with a little front side pressure. It's just playing around low side on this window, but rotation 3 doesn't want to get too separated from the squad. So they're going to stay high ground while Zenith rotates back through to the hallway. AST there to mark that flank. There's the speed ring engaged. They decided Zenith is going to go ahead and just pull the trigger on this. Tired of sitting around waiting something to happen. Gorilla got down low, but there's the peel. And a great catch of the aggression there out of Blast Off Buds. AST's trying to get more out of this, but there's just nothing to find. Blast Off Buds not giving him any cheer in this first fight. I say that, and first control was sneaked out there from Zenith, so they built up 14% in a losing fight. Not too shabby. Zenith player on this left-hand side. When we see Vice start to get aggressive, recognizes AST on that flank, tries to chase him down. AST unbothered, jumps back down in the middle, and they all convert onto Gorilla. So a good focus fire. They're out of Zenith to start this off. Deadeye did some damage to Mace, but here comes an orbital ray out of Ruka, and they're able to not only heal them, but keep Fidel alive as well as they push in. Vice sees a lot of targets inside this hallway, but ooh, I don't know if they're going to get on the deflect long enough to be able to swipe at them. Able to find one, but that is going to be it. Ooh, Victory with a pair of kills. Victory just swings this thing? No way. A late rally from Maze. I don't know if they realized just how many reinforcements they had lost, because that rally is going to fall a bit flat. I mean, it does buy a few extra percentage. What a comeback. What a clapback there out of Victory. Whoop. Gorilla. No. Yeah, Gorilla out of this fight with that rally just now, making it back into here. Blade from Ace right into that rally. Whoop. Deadeye for Victory. Only keep him at bay, and Gorilla does turn the corner and find that shield bash combo into AST. So despite taking the scenic route to make it back to the point, and kind of leaving Dust out to dry for a moment, Blast Off Buds are able to defend this point successfully. Even picking up a few exit kills here on the back of the fight. One more fight win will do it, and Blast Off Buds will have the 1-0 lead in the series. They've got an orbital to work with as well as a rampage, but you do have an orbital on the other side here. It's gonna be blast off buds to pull the trigger on that first, hoping to take this fight all the way on the outside. And it looks like they will successfully do so, but oh yeah, and Victory's got 2 kills through it. The axe in the back of Ace T will finish off this point. Blast off with the 1-0. Alright, let's get some stats there for map 1. What stands out to y'all? Frothy in that support role with 27 elims is pretty nasty. Frothy and Gorilla really getting involved in the action there. And that's that's your backline. And getting in the mix. You love to see it. You love to see it. I mean, really good teamwork out of Blast Off Buds. It's not one individual pop-off performance. What stands out to me, is just how even these numbers are down the line. The massive amount of assists coming out of that support role. Dust on the Junker Queen coming up with 13 big ones as well. Those are pretty much all going to be knife pulls. I mean, perhaps just some additional damage, but... I mean, we saw it right out of the gate. Very first fight, Dust lands that knife onto Oaken, yanks him down off the high ground. Immediate advantage to Blast Off Buds. First control goes their way. And Dust stuck with the JQ the whole time. Worked well the whole time. Let's go remind ourselves of that ban before we hop into Hollywood. It was Kings Row, banned out by Zenith. This also gives me a moment to get this camera into a not default position. All right, let's head into map 2. Oh. Okay, so Cyber coming in for map 2 is pulling out the Winston. Whoops. Which of course means we are going to get the Ana out of Ruka. The Juno just is not as effective with the Winston as it is with the Diva or Risa or anybody else for that matter. Similar comp coming out of the other side for Blast Off as I head out on the attack. We are getting AC coming out on this Tracer. So, I mean, Tracer took a little bit of a nerf. Damage going from 6 per pellet to 5.5 per pellet. It's actually a pretty big nerf for Tracer. Very noticeable as a Tracer player. Which has kept her out of the meta, on top of Genji just being a little bit more favorable into the Juno meta. Oh, dancing around a break is one of the reasons. Vice finds Mace right out of the gate. A big Bionade lands on a Cyber, but they're able to pick off Dust. So despite being purple, Cyber is able to not only escape harm, but find a pick onto the opposing Winston as well, and Oaken with a pair of kills to help secure this defense. Blitz, knock, all right. Hey, it's just good to see y'all waking up in chat. I love to see it. It's helpful to me to see some activity, see some life there in the chat. It helps me. It helps me. All right, 90% here for Gorilla on this Nano Boost. No doubt the go side. Ruka's pretty close on the other side, and you're going to be looking at a defensive Bob. There's the nade in. Whoa, that was not the right button. Bob did make it in and is kind of holding down the point. I'm honestly impressed that Oaken's able to even get that Bob out considering the pressure coming through. And get some work done before taking a quick nap. There's a nano boost thrown onto Cyber as well. And you see some of the power of the Tracer. The defense, once again, with a good hold. Running into a lot of sustain on the other side. Oh, no! And now you're doing it without your Ana. The defensive pulse bomb and the Bionade landing on the Dust is just going to make this so difficult. Without a player, I mean, you don't want to invest with the Primal, and it just makes for free cleanup here from the defense. And another fantastic fight win. I think Oaken has been the only casualty suffered here from the defense on this point A so far in nearly 3 minutes of play. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think Oaken's the only death. Oh, I love this gun. Gotta love the Sleep Dart core. Anyway, Dust with Primal. Purple has got to pop the Primal immediately. Going down, able to dodge the Sleep Dart. That's something, but doesn't make it back up. No, the Cafe proves just a little bit too much of a gauntlet here. Dust will eventually get some damage in and find Oaken out of the back. Rally popped from Frothy to try to sustain through the rampaging Winston on the other side. Not the Rampage Ultimate, you know, just the Angry Monkey. AST combines with Cyber back on at this point. We're looking for a retake. The rest of the defense is here. Oh, but Cyber goes down. Dust now should be able to just hold the line. It's gonna be a matter of, can they get any exit picks and can they get some high ground on the back of it? AST trades with victory. The AST is still hunting around back here, yeah. But it's not worried about chasing down the Tracer. Ooh, what are you swapping to? Okay, you've had enough of that. Stretch your time. Now, you can tell it wasn't planned. It's not in their color scheme. Oh, I say that. Frothy Philly isn't a fuel. Yeah, that is absolutely a fuel brig. Sperm Blue. Defense does get high ground. A lot of it based off of just the threat AST put down. So, despite a couple of their picks there at the end of point A for Blast Off, they're going to have to fight for this top part. They're going to have to fight through a Bionade and a Bomb to make it happen. Without their Ana, Dust will go ahead and pop this Primal. Had a nice little juggle, but couldn't quite find the kill on the back of it. Was hoping to get Roka. Oh, I see why. May's got nanoed. That's why that juggle didn't work out. And another nay here. Ruka's just causing all kinds of hell for Dust right now. Where's Victory at? Victory's putting shots down. This is the high ground and has to hold. It gets booped down. The falling shot getting chased by the Winston. Frothy is there to back him up. Even eats the Bionade. Here comes Cyber hoping for more, but it's a quick elevator up. And Dust there for some backup. Always good to have friends. High ground, firmly in control, Blast Off. What do we got to take it back with? Cyber, ooh, doesn't get pooped off. The whip shot a little bit late. That's a nano thrown in onto Dust. Let's go check that one out. Peel there from Cyber. Mace with the rally. Ruka with the defensive Bionade. Where's Bob? Victory. Oh, there's Bob. Hi, Bob. Big Purple Lane will be the end of Dust, but Victory and Bob have managed to get some work done, and it's a 4v2 remaining on this point. So that's going to be the cap here for Blast Off. They'll have a little bit less than 2 minutes here to finish this one off. Cut it out. Cyber's going to jump down to the low grab. You're going to put pressure on the back line, and you're just holding this corner. That's a dangerous place to hold. They're not going to make the jump back up top either. Bionade hits 3. Fortunately for them, there was nobody in a position to follow that up, but it does leave AST Killer here to get pounced on by Vice and Dust. Now Vice heads into the back. That was first volley of headshots. Oh, in the blink melee. Cyber's nanoed. See if they can strike back. Defensive nade out of Gorilla this time. Sleep landed onto Dust. Still, Cyber's not able to get much done. Vice 1, purple. Cyber will chase them down. Good peel. Dust following with the Primal Rage. Catches Mace up high. Juggled up into the air. Nano thrown onto him as well to help close out this final point. 42 seconds remain. As Frosty comes up with that kill onto Cyber. But a Nano Dust runs into a Ruka Sleep Dart. Ruka with nowhere to escape after Dust wakes from his quick nap. Mr. Butler here just to say hello to Blast Off Buds as they enter the VIP area. Cyber looks completely outmanned down there and still gets the kill. Ooh, and a nice little one clip out of Ace Killer as well. With 15 seconds to go, Cyber, like, just toeing a knife's edge, the perfect Primal Rage to buy all that aggro, all that space. Now body blocking the door. Vice makes it. Bob is in to help protect everybody else. Dust has got to get to the point. Rolls through Mace just in the nick of time. Vice gets 1. Oh, here's a +2 to Blast Off on this sketchy retake, but they're making it work. Ruka gets picked out. Mace run over. And unbelievably, Blast Off are moments away from 3 points off the board. Oh, I didn't make it through the door in time. Ah, this will let me through. Incredible retake there at the end. Vice with the clutch pulse bomb. Victory with a great pair of kills. And it felt like that defense just kind of let that one slip, but I mean, Blastoff really stole it away. All credit to Blastoff there to get that 3rd point on the board. They do have to wait until overtime for it to happen. Like, they do run out of time. They do cap with 0 on the board, so certainly opportunity here for Zenith to return fire, but they're going to have to probably wait until after this fight, unless they're going to trade this one out pretty quick. Recall force out of Vice, and they're going to get kill number 2 through this. No supports left standing. Good start for Blastoff's defense. No, Vice dying obviously not ideal. Cyber slept off the high ground, but Dust fell in the back, so this is going to be slowly but surely. Zenith moving on to this point. Ooh, let's go back into some Cyber Pov. Oaken was caught out of the back. Excuse me, that wasn't Oaken, that was Victory that was caught in the back. Oaken coming up with those pair of kills. Cyber is low here. The dynamite doesn't land. Might have been able to slow this retake a little bit, but I think we're going to get one here. Vice doesn't miss the pulse, doesn't land the pulse in the back this time. We're going to get a nano boost invested here from Zenith just to secure this cap. Chase up to the high ground. Victory very low, but has both supports there to back them up. Oh, the sleep dart, the whip shot. Cyber says, I don't care. I'm going to mush you all back down to the low ground with the primal rage. Force the entirety of Blast Off Buds off of that high ground. I consider that a job well done. Now, Dust is looking to see if they can equalize. Do the same. They're actually going to kill on Aruka. Oh, that beautiful jump. It just seemed to glide through the air. Time seemed to slow for Dust. The perfect landing to find that pick onto Oaken. Oh, that was just thing of beauty. Winston, players eat your heart out. That was artistic. What is that skin? Is that like the Mirror Watch skin? That's a crazy skin. What is that skin? I take it. I take it. All right. Good whip shot, too. As Dust was nanoed. Still going to make another jump in, and Victory's picked up one. Has also invested Mr. Butler into this situation as well. Both Bobs having a bit of a conversation there under the general store. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. Hey! Cyber says to the whip shot. Bionade does not land. Rally, nanoed. Cyber sleeping. Gorilla, what you doing? What you doing? Cyber back into the high ground. Will 5 victory up there. Great call out. And, you know, Cyber can just make a quick little 180 move. I mean, it could have been, it looked like an awkward jump there for the Winston. But they land right on top to get maximum jump damage onto the one target. Dust here with another primal rage, though. About 30% ahead of Cyber on that one. Still will get slept up. Ooh, not gonna find that one. No, no way. Cyber's low. Zenith is a bit scattered here. Let's get off some Rukapov. Let's go up. Where the hell is everybody? Give me an aerial. Oh, that could be nasty. Good move from Gorilla. Oop, that's the stick. ASD has had enough of your sass. Chase down into the bar, stuck at the safe mini. ASD will get the melee on it. That's going to be 2 points on the board. Both support ultimates coming online for this defense. About 25% ahead of that of Zenith. And we've seen Blast Off Buds take the initiative, even defensively. Particularly defensively, as a matter of fact, on a couple of occasions. Vice winning out the Tracer duel on that far stairwell, but Oaken wins out the Ash War. Bit of a chase between cooldowns up to the high ground. Oaken and Cyber could be finding themselves in a bit of a dangerous spot. Oaken has to come up and take some of the pressure to allow Cyber a chance to heal, but the Bionade forces Oaken back down low. Blast Off are still able to hold their ground. Oh, that Bionade went all the way back and landed on Frothy, and Cyber's going to see if they can make something of it. Ooh, don't want to stick around too long. The Nano does heal him up by 300, and it looks going to be a loop around to the back. The whip shot out of Frothy, keeping everybody safe up top, but this cart's inching closer and closer with 2 minutes to go. With no time on the other side, at the very least, Blast Off need to get this timer down into double digits. Oh, but Dust is purple in the back. Has the primal if they need it. Was hoping to get max value out of that Nano. Still not really finding much with it. Cart continues to inch forward. Vice holding it down with only half health, while Dust is juggling the supports in the back. But Mason and Ruka doing such a good job of keeping each other alive on that inside. Dust will not find the kills. And it's looking like Blast Off will not keep this timer below that precious 1 minute mark. Best they can hope for is a draw. Zenith complete the map with nearly $140 left in the bank.
Score 3-3. Initiating match.
RC Karpov? Let's get RC Karpov. Wait, hey, I didn't do that right. Down. There it is.
Ready for battle.
I like my RC Karpov. And jump. Okay, I'm having way too much fun with the camera. Zenith having a good time with this map. Buck 38 to get 33%. Plenty of time to get into an ult cycle, particularly on the supports.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll keep an eye on our honors so you can get this first nano up. Not as big a factor as it once was, but still pretty important in this Winston matchup. And then keep an eye on is these ashes. One good shot could do it. There it is. Shot landed, but Cyber almost got baited into that. Gets hit by Bionade. Just trying to hold the high ground. Wants to make sure to deny Oaken that very powerful position. But has to take time to come peel Cyber in a big mismatch inside the cafe. Victory gets them and Ace T as well. So good start for this defense as we cross the 1 minute mark. Gorilla leading in that important ult charge on the nano boost. That sleep could have been dangerous. Good work from Victory and Vice to make sure that their Winston gets out scot-free. We round to the back. AST. Oh, has been found out. Vice knows you're there. What's going on back here on the front line? That's a nade into the back. Here comes the Winston on top of it. Yep, cannot heal for off the beautiful nade thrown in from Ruka. They're going to put the nano boost in on the Mace. They're the last two here to try to hold this, try to make this happen. 5 seconds left. Chasing a 1 dust. Mace will get that pick, but Cyber is down. Mace is the only one left on this point. No, Vice puts it into that. We're going to draw here on Hollywood.
Play of the game.
Cyber bit off just a little bit more than they could chew. Jumping into cafe. Ends up going down. The nano has to be used onto the brig just to try to make something happen. Not ideal there for Zenith, and a good hold from Blastoff. All right, let's see if I can get you some stats here from map 2. Map 2 stats? Map 2 stats? Wait, do we not get stats because it was a draw, so the game just thinks it doesn't count? Wild. You don't want to give us stats for that, huh? Let me refresh and see if it's not just something. Nope, I just don't want to give us stats for that map. All right. Sorry. I tried, y'all. I tried.
Initiating match.
All right, Skull Sail banned out here for map number 3. We get back into a Zenith map pick. Cyber staying in here as we head into push. It'll be Esperanza here for map 3. Still 1-0 after that draw on Hollywood.
Ready for battle. 5, 4,
We're getting victory going over to the cast here for this map. Just going back over to that Junker Queen we saw map 1. Stiver's sticking in the game and with the Winston, so that means we're going to get the Brig on a back line here. A little bit more vulnerable than the Juno Brig. But, yeah, this map does have these handy-dandy bridges for Ruka to be able to play around. Let's see. Good safe spot to sit early, but Vice has managed to pick up first kill. Whereas Zenith tried to pull the trigger on that engagement and ended up getting caught once again. So Blastoff Bud's doing a great job of patiently waiting for the aggression and catching it here. When we saw them pulling the trigger first a lot on control, and particularly on their attack on Hollywood, once they kind of got into their defense, then we see here they're kind of waiting for Zenith to make the first move, and then they get the first pick and catch counter punch. I don't know if it's drawn up that way. That's just what I've seen. That's just what my eye test is telling me here. That's what I'm theorizing, friends. That's what I'm theorizing. All right. Nano available. A lot of low health targets here, and this defense is struggling to find a room to engage. As the spot's going to get close. Yeah, there's not going to stop this. The checkpoint has now been picked up. Very aggressive play out of Blastoff. So they kept the pace up here for this second fight. Did not wait for any kind of response. Immediately keeping the tempo nice and snappy. And they're able to win it out and get the checkpoint and more. Blade at the ready. Here for Vice. Pulse at the ready. For AST. Oaken with a good kill on to Victory to start things off after making a swap onto the cast of their own. Vice pulls the blade out. Is running to Mace with the rally. Yeah. That's a rally and a primal. And that sword just looking a little dulled against those two powerful ultimates. First fight win here of the map going to Zenith. Now, we do have those close spots. Keep an eye on that right-hand side of your screen. You're going to have Blastoff coming in with a quickness. Frothy invested Orbital into that fight as well. Y'all commented on the blade. Shout to kind of absorb some of the damage from that pulse bomb. I did not notice the Orbital going out until this fight, though. Still, even without an ultimate, it's two quick picks in the neutral. Right out of the gate here for Blastoff as they rush down the high ground. Dust just killing everybody that lays in wait. Ooh, and a nasty knife there, right in the back of Roka. (83-22) lead meterage. Nano's thrown in. We have a rampage the other direction. That's found too. But Dust is taking a nap on the back of that. Ends up being a 2-for-2 trade between those ultimates. AST running away with the bot. Vice runs down Roka. Cyber seeing if they can kind of tilt the balance here in Zenith's favor. And what has been a very broken fight ends up backing out with AST. I said with AST, I meant carrying the dead corpse of AST. Vice rocking the sparkle blue, gotta love it. Huge purple into the back, that was nasty. Oh! But Cyber falls to the point blank Deadeye. And Victory has given a massive advantage over TS1 looking around this last quarter. Double support ulted blade to work with here for Blastoff Buds. Still plenty in the pocket here for Zenith to try to finish this off. And we're just now hitting that 5-minute mark. So we've just crossed halfway in time. Cyber trying to follow up on the Bionade in the back. He's going to pop the Primal Rage. Oaken with the Deadeye doesn't quite find it, but eventually we'll get that jab on the Vice. First blood here in this fight. The nano fades, but Cyber's aggression still just flowing here towards the front at this point. Hey! Flowing aggression. It's my favorite kind of aggression, really. You betcha. You betcha. I saw that one coming too. Everybody punched up. Yeah, that was a great spot for a pulse. And unbelievably, you get the highest HP target of the whole pack of people. So a big break here for Zenith, and they're going to get checkpoint with that as well. I say break, just a monster pulse spot, and they're out of AST. Cyber nanoed. Orbital ray on the other side. Deadeye invested from victory as well. Dust was purple and cannot get healed up, but Vice gets 3 with a quick dash through. Oh my goodness. This is the wake of Vice. Is that Lambent? Just the Rampage only hits Oaken. Rally up. Does get that kill on Oaken. Obviously, they're not going to benefit from that extra rally. And, I mean, Dust finishes off Mace as well. So says, your rally be damned. I don't care. Good fight out of Dust and blast off Buds. They get control back with, roughly 2.5 left on the clock. They're going to get their close spawns back. Still holding Blade Rally. But, all right, going into a Deadeye as well as a Primal. Now, the Rally can be used to help fend off the Primal. Maybe you can get something done with the Blade. Yeah, AST sneaking around with the Pulse. Looking for another one here. And that Primal Rage is going to come out immediately. Gorilla is yet to pop that Rally. Does get it as late as humanly possible. Cyber barely getting out alive. Victory does fall to that Deadeye out of Oka that I was talking about. And Vice falls while trying to use the Blade. So, both of the ultimates here from Blastoff not finding the value. Cyber cleans up on the back alongside Oaken. Flawless fight here out of Zenith, and they needed it. Still got about 60 meters to make up and less than 2 minutes to do it in. Oh, I love the smiling little world charm. That's adorable. I mean, yeah, that's so gamer. Rah. Dust with a push up to the high ground. Almost has this Rampage. Oh, that would have been such a juicy spot to use it. But they're going to get it online as they drop down low. Have 3 in their sights. Well, at least hit 2 of those with that Rampage. Mace is low. And that awesome skin's not going to keep you alive. Oh, somehow. I mean, maybe it will. Oh, my goodness. Skin diff. Skin diff for Mace. The nano in. The raid boss is here. Can they survive through the orbital rail? I mean, they're just trying their hardest. Damn it, are they giving it everything they've got? I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Blastoff survive. Very entertaining fight, I will say. Less than a minute remains. Blastoff get the bot just far enough to deny close spawns. We're going to take the fight right here on the low ground. Good knife lands. The pull on the execution onto Oaken here to kick things off. Cyber eating a huge chunk of damage, and Victory has cleaned the flank. +2 here for Blastoff with 10 seconds to go in this fight. A couple more kills, and they will move up to match point. Don't even have to touch the bot. Just got to make sure and take down this raging monkey. Cyber, the one left standing here. At least an overtime has been initiated, but they are the last Zenith player standing. AST returns to try to put some hope into this map, but you're running into a rally, And it's looking pretty hopeless at this point. I mean, Ace T is still dancing around here. Has kept it going for a little bit. Cyber will eventually go down. Oaken's back in this fight, and we're going to get another team fight out of this. Ace T is able to survive long enough. Back down on the point. Dust is here trying to fend off everybody. Vice has something in the pocket, but Oaken's got 3 picks. Oaken almost trying to turn this one down. The rampage will do him in, though. It was a hell of an effort. My goodness. At the end of the day, Blast Off Buds move up 2-0.
Play of the game.
All right, this says map 2, but this is actually map 3. You can tell by the 1-0 here on the right-hand side. This was push. This was not hybrid. Oh, again, with that, I need to go fix our scoreboard. While we get ready here for map number 4. No bans heading into map 4. We did have that draw on map 2, so this is accurate. We are sitting at a 2-0 lead for Blast Off Buds heading into this 4th map of Flashpoint. It was Blast Off Buds' map pick as well. What's standing out here at map number 3? Gorilla does seem to be the focus of Zenith. But Vice and Victory, coming up with a whole host of kills. I mean, really, Vice and Dust. Vice and Dust kind of leading the charge on that. Dust had a hell of a round in that one. Leading the server in, with 12.5k damage. Oh yeah, let's go update our score ticker. I'm trying to get better at updating this live. All right, Blast Off Buds up 2-0. Oh, this would be a hell of a reverse sweep. This would be a map 6 reverse sweep. I'd love to see it. It would definitely be the first time we've had that on stream in either seasons. We have not had a 6-map series yet on this stream since I started doing FACEIT League. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, and it's got to win map 4. All right. Oh, no. Just when I thought we got everybody in, we lost another one. Gorilla and Cyber showing some love across the battlefield here. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Clearly, they played together at some point. You know, you're getting Cyber and Gorilla's like, man, I miss you, bro. Much love. It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, you know, your enemy is here for the 10 minutes you're in map, but at the end of the day, I mean, all just competitors here in a path to pro. It's nice to see. It's nice to see some friendliness, some sportsmanship. You know, on top of just being a banger match. Oh, I got something in my eye. Ooh. Y'all saw nothing. I didn't do that. And I'm just talking about. All right. Looks like after our little break here, we're about ready to head into map number 4. We'll see. We'll see if somebody else wants to drop out as soon as this starts. All right. Let's head into map number 4. Did I say map 3? I meant map 4. Oh, we do lose another one. All right. Clearly somebody's AFK. All right, if you need to hydrate, now's a good time. Uh-oh. What had happened? Ah, they were supposed to be a sub. I see. I see. They were, I think Zenith was trying to sub Fidel back in, and it just didn't work the first time. Like, it didn't go through. So they were trying to get that rectified. So yeah, we are getting Fidel sub back in for Cyber here for map 4. So that was the issue. We got the lobby remade. We got the right players in here. Let's get into map 4. May's calling it. Dropping the reverse sweep incoming in the chat. Dropped the Sonya reverse sweep incoming. Actually just copy pasted my chat into game chat. There you go. There you go. Gotta love it. See? See, it does matter. It does matter, y'all. They see it. It matters. It matters. All right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Initial flashpoint. Arena.
Okay, we're not going to get the high ground road. Okay, yeah, we are. There's the chase. This Fidel is just looping around, hoping to find somebody here. It's Ace T, who ends up getting Dust. It looks like they were able to just kind of force the backline out enough that Dust got separated. Good cleanup here for Zenith in this fight. And you know what? If the reverse sweep starts now, yeah, so far so good. Flawless fight. They're out of Zenith, no casualties. First control. And Dust making a swap. Off of the Junker Queen for the first time today. Actually, played a little bit of Winston earlier, but other than Hollywood. Off the Junker Queen for the first time today. We see the Zarya. I'm a big Zarya fan. I think Zarya is just one of the most fun heroes in the tank cast to play. Gives you a lot of front-loaded power. Kind of peaks about 15 seconds into the fight when you get the damage. But if you can't get those kills quickly, Zarya can get out sustained here, particularly with the Orbital Ray being thrown in to keep Fidel alive, and the Terra Surge right in over the top. Still no kills the other direction as Rally now thrown in from both Gorilla and Mace on the other side, but it's Gorilla who finds Fidel. The trades are in. Mace just gets muscled down in the corner as a very charged up Dust finds the final 2 kills in the fight, and this point flips at 97%. 4 support ults used there in that last engagement, but you do have DPS ults aplenty. Deep Dust might be the difference maker here with the grab jab spin already used, and there is the fortify. There's no way to escape this for anybody. Vice coming in with the blade just to follow up on it, but Oaken takes them down. Oaken played on the outside, beautifully positioned to avoid the grab and get some kills on that follow-up. Unfortunately, it's a 2v2 with Dust still standing. And so the very squishy Ruka and Oaken are having to tuck tail and run. Pia Plump, thank you for the follow. I appreciate the support. Thank you, everybody, for being here and hanging out on this wonderful Wednesday time zone. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. There we go. We're going to get the speed ring Deadeye. Oh, that was almost a lot of skulls. I don't think they realized just how close they were. That was 2 long-distance headshots into victory as they turn this corner. Landed another one. Victory low. The roll in. The flashbang gets on the wrong side, but the shot is gone. Flashbang the left, shoot the right. Unfortunately, you've lost all of your teammates. Frothy Philly with a pair of kills through that one. First point goes on over to Blast Off Buds. Frothy Philly Pov. A little bit away from Ruka. And Frothy, for that matter. Honestly, I feel like Zenith need to go now. If they wait too long, they're going to be running into way too many ultimates. They do go ahead and pull the trigger on that orbital ray. Oh, and victory! Cuts them all down with the Deadeye of the season. Still, I don't know if it's going to be enough. That's the 3rd kill here on the board for Zenith, so it's a 2v2. Both Brigs just rallied. It's 2 supports versus an Orisa and a Brig. Gorilla wins that out. It turns out the extra support is the difference maker. No way. Reinforcements show back up. Ace T would love to see they can punish Gorilla back here, but this Brig just will not die. First cap finally goes over to Blast Off. You gonna grab this? I honestly, I think it'd be a great grab. You're able to get one. Ace T's gonna die too. Yeah, you betcha. Hey, I don't need it. Dust and Victory playing up on the back of that. There's the grab in up on the high ground. Oh, everybody just kind of jumps into that one. Now the blade from AST. Nope. You get nothing. Dust is having none of it. Another fight win here out of Blast Off. And this Zarya pick is working out so very well here for Dust. It's 2 grabs and 2 points. Both have resulted in fight wins. This one should get him the cap. Yep, AST goes down, so they're not going to make it back to the point. This fight's going to continue here. It looks like Zenith are just trying to back away. We're headed into Refinery next. All right, Zenith is able to kind of at least find a safety spot over here, or safety square if you would. That's a close-range Deadeye out of Victory. Vice with the blade, and Fidel with the Terror Surge on top of it all. Trying to fend off those 2 DPS supports. Victory goes down. In fact, Oaken is down, and there's no cast left in this fight. It's a bit of a bloodbath here in the corner. Nobody wants to die because Gorilla has a rally up. That was an interesting little move up to the high ground and takes Fidel down. Mace late with their own rally, trying to sustain on this point without any tank. And Dust fires them in the back with an alt click, and, or an alt fire rather, a right click. I just combined alt fire and right click into one word. It was a fight win for Dust, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all people. It was a fight win here for Blast Off Butts. They got 2 points on the board. And possession of the 3rd and final one needed to close out this series. Ace trying to play in off the inside. Gotta try something as they're working off the soft flank. May have been a touch too early, but it looks like they're able to dash in, kind of regroup with the team, help escort them in, but they run right into a grab. All 5 players caught in that and immediately caught down. Another gargantuan grab out of Dust. all three have resulted in massive fight wins. Keep an eye on Ice-T coming up on this blade. Too early to initiate overtime. I'm just trying to dash in through to the back line. Doesn't get the blade up. Dust just lasers him down. Vice is now able to cut through one. Everybody getting in the mix. Nobody can touch. Blast off buds will close it out. 3-0 here on this map. 3-0 in the series.
Play of the game.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I almost lost that fight too. Well, there you have it. Here's some stats from map number 4. Very one-sided traffic on that one. Very one-sided traffic. Dust starts off on the Junker Queen, pulls out an ace in the whole swap onto that Zarya here for this 4th map. Something we hadn't been shown all day long, and it just comes out and dominates. Almost 12k damage. The only person with 5-digit damage there for map number 4. Big plays out of Dust, and a big reason that it's a 3-0 here. It did take 4 maps. A bit of a heartbreaker map, too, for Zenith, right? They had the time in the bank. Just couldn't quite get it done. Ends up being a good isolation of Cyber on the tank back in Cafe. Things just kind of fell apart for Zenith on that extra inning take. You know, their opportunity to put a point on the board, it felt like they never quite recovered after that map, right? Didn't quite look the same after map 2. Maybe that one got to him. I know that would have been a hard one to recover from, no doubt. No doubt. But after that, Blast Off Bud certainly ran away with it. So, there you have it. Let's take a look at our standings here after this Week 5 match. Let's go ahead and refresh, make sure we're all up to date. Blast Off Bud's moving to 7-3. Extinction Zenith moving to 6-3 overall in the season. That should say 6-3. It doesn't look like it's updated yet. Come on, update for me. Is it because there was a draw? Some weirdness happened? Yeah, this one may have to be updated. Like, they may have to go force this one. Okay. Well, yeah, you still have Blast Off Buds now moving to 7-3. Got that 7th win on the board. Only a handful of teams, only about 8 teams or so have 7 or more wins. So they're in good company, kind of moved up to the top of the standings right now, the top half of the 16 teams that will make it into postseason. Zenith falling to 6-3, not the end of the world. They had a little bit of that buffer. They're not in the 4-loss zone yet, but still have some work ahead of them for both of these teams. Make sure they can keep their head afloat and try to land in that top 16 headed into the postseason. All right. That does it for your Wednesday matchup. Thank you so much for being here, for hanging out with us tonight. Oh, it was a blast. It was I really didn't. I really didn't mean that. I really didn't mean that. I didn't mean that to be so punny. All right, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much. You'll have a wonderful night. Be kind to each other. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.